Hello again, it's Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Studio Gallery with a couple of pour cups, and I think I'll use this one. My timer is started. I have some white satin enamel. That one's closed. I have some white gloss enamel. Both of them are deco art. I'm going to start with a little bit of that right in the bottom. They're a great catalyst. This is some Artist Loft amethyst. This is something that has golden iridescent pearl fine in it. I want that open. I'm not allergic to combining different glossinesses of paint. One more try. There we go. I think we got it. I want to put some odd colors together, and I'm happy to include you in my process. As soon as that cover screws back on, I'll be even happier. So first I started with the gloss enamel. This is the satin enamel. I'm going to use the electric blue from Arteza. I'm going to put that with some dioxazine purple. I'm going to use some color shifting blue from Folk Art. A little more of the white gloss enamel, some of my magenta from Golden, a little bit of the pink gloss enamel from probably Folk Art, a little of the white satin enamel. This is an orange that used to be yellow and had some orange, a yellow that had some orange added to it. Oh, and that closed up. That wasn't supposed to close up at all. So I'm going to do something weird and put some of the Arteza Golden Hour in between. And then a little bit of that orange, which is a Sargent's Yellow with some orange in it. Put that over here where I can clear that tip in case I want more, which I kind of think I will. Still not very unplugged. This is the day that has convinced me to go get nails. I'm going to throw a little bit of real orange in there, and then if I can lay my hands on it, some of the deco art. There we go. Folk Art, color shifting red. I think I'm going to put some deco art Americana 24 karat gold right down the center. A little more of that magenta. This one has iridescent pearl fine in it. What else, what else, what else, what else? Oh, I know. I want some of my color shifting purple flash. A little more white satin enamel. You are still open. You will come out. There we go. I got the plug too. And then I think I'm going to put, whether it's a good idea or not, some of my Venetian blue in there. And top it up with Venetian blue with white Anitas. Oh, I almost put that turquoise in there. You know what? I'm going to do it. A little more of this. Whoa. And finish up, hopefully. I didn't put any hot orchid in there. Anna's cringing. Sorry, Anna. Let's have a little bit more of that enamel. Okay, weirder color combination there has not been. Let's move that away. I may be saving paint until tomorrow. I wish I had a bunch of darker colors in there, like maybe the dioxazine purple right now. I haven't done a ring pour like this for a very long time. And if I can keep them small enough so I can put black in between them, that might make it what I really want it to be. But that can be difficult. I do use GAC 800 by Golden in all of my paint mixtures, which means when my paint is heavy, it won't crack as it dries. I like 25% GAC to 75% Floetrol, and then I mix my paint color in until I like the viscosity of it, and I have color saturation. Loving my color variations. They seem to be very good right now. I didn't probably use as much magenta as I was thinking I was going to, or enough hot orchid. So that's when I decide to do that. I forget my turntable isn't completely level, so I start to lose my integrity of my circles, my rings. I want some more blue. That is the electric blue from Arteza. I really want some more pink. It's looking a lot like I'm going to have some leftover paint. The paint that I'm going to put down is definitely going to wind up being heavy, even if I tip it. I certainly have enough purple this time. There's the white. I didn't actually expect to see that. I think I'm going to stop there. Grab my... Is it going to be... I was going to use the Meeden black, but you know what? I really want it to be the purple. I'm trying to put a somewhat copious amount where the spaces are bigger in between. And I might go ahead and put something else in there too. Looks kind of cool right now. What shall I put in between? I am being called to something really weird and kind of expensive. If I was going to do this, it would be the color shifting turquoise from Folk Art, mostly because I just mixed it up earlier today. Could have been the gold. I'm not sure about the purple right now. It looks very dark. Alright, so how about some gold? I'm thinking orange instead. She's unsure of herself. Let's go ahead and get the turquoise. Can't wait to see what this looks like tipped. I'm assuming that the enamel will create pearls. Now I am being called to another color. Yep, that's the color I want. As long as it will come out. Which it does not seem to want to do. very well. I'm going to do it. I'm going for the gold. I'm going for the orange. I'm just going to keep adding colors that call to me until they stop. Let's try it. Feels really heavy, like I have gone a little crazy on the amount of paint that I've used. And I think what that means to me is I'm going to go ahead and let my paint flow down that way. Shuffle it back again. I got drips. Major drips. That's going rid of my roll of free silicone mat. I thought these would be great colors. Let's see if I'm right. We lost some of our rings, but I don't think I care. Oh, I am. I'm going to like these colors. Get that right back to the center again. Yeah, this is going to be sweet. I hope. I'm pretty sure. Oh, I hope so. I might have to use some paint off my edge catcher to fill in. Or a fingerful or two. Come on. I'm really surprised there isn't enough paint on this end. But I still believe it's going to be okay. Although I can tell I'm going to make a big mess in a second. Right there. I think there's probably a huge mess under the edge of this canvas. Safe bet. Let's grab an OXO omelet turning flip and fold spatula and see if I can do a little damage control by taking all of the paint on my edge catcher and putting it along the end of the canvas to help that paint flow. So I didn't think I was going to use up all my paint, but it's looking like I'm going to find a way to do that. Then I'm going to have to clean myself up. And I have an interesting edge catcher out of it. There, now I'm covered. I can recenter my design as I please for the most part. That wasn't cool. Try and get the excess paint off my hands. Before I try and fill in where I just knocked my hand in here. Actually, you know what I can do? I can tip that. I need to torch still. Let's bring this very painty edge catcher over here. Usually I refuse to tip paint off the canvas, but in this case, I think it'll be all right. It's been a long time since I did a good ring pour. I like these colors in here. I like a lot of the colors actually. Ring pour with enamels. Really beautiful in a lot of places. I'm getting morphed more and more by the moment. I'm going to try and let some of this go over the edge or get close to the edge. Before sending it back again. One more time. Really happy I've got GAC 800 in my mixtures. And that, as they say, is that. That's not a piece of canvas. All right, I need to get some paint off my hands, and then I'm going to torch to release the bubbles caught in the paint. And maybe we'll release some patterns, considering that there's quite a bit of enamel in there. I got 2 minutes to tell you guys I do sell my artwork, and if you want to find a way to communicate with me, my email address is directly under the link tree. The link tree is the first blue link under the video. I'm happy with this. The colors are fun. Just don't want to drip in my painting. Or drop the torch since my hands are kind of wet. I might have been able to use less paint, and it probably would have worked better if I had put a solid background on instead of expecting everything to fill in by adding colors around. But I like the drama of the dark blue, the dark purple, dioxazine purple. And I'm not unhappy with any of that. That's gorgeous. That's just absolutely gorgeous. Maybe not as composed as some of my other things, but boy, making me very nervous with how wet my hand is on that torch. So I love you guys. Please give me a thumbs up. Thank you for watching longer. Thank you for watching when the notifications come out. Thank you for watching. Period. I appreciate you guys being here immensely. Thank you so much. Thank you for the comments that keep my morale boosted. Thank you for the donations that help keep me painting all this time. If you'd like to be included in the monthly drawing, you may look on the end screen video for the exhibition video that will show you what the monthly prizes are for whoever's name is drawn. And the people who are in the the people who are in the monthly drawing are the people who contribute to help keep the studio rolling through PayPal and Patreon. PayPal is the preference. Patreon is going away soon. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm going to zoom in so you can see a few things. My Amazon link is on the link tree, along with my website, Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter. I post, Pinterest gets videos and merchandise from pixels.com and Fine Art America. Instagram gets my dailies, usually within 24 hours of me doing them. I would like that camera to stay put. My email address I told you about. I have over 2,100 videos, and they're organized by topic and genre and by the 100, and they are on, if you go to my YouTube channel, you'll find playlists, all playlists, creative playlists, and if you can't find what you're looking for, just ask me. I have them all organized, and they're easily accessible. My paint pouring recipe and my cell activator recipe are underneath, show more underneath the video, along with my email address. I do give classes at the house in Spring Hill, Florida, and I do sell my artwork, and if you have the hashtag